Lady coming at you with Leo, life application overview of the Sunday school lesson entitled A Sincere Faith for Sunday, January the 7th, 2018. This is the first Sunday for 2018. This lesson sets the tone for us believers who think about our faith in God and our obedience to His inspired word. We try to put forth effort to do the right thing daily. Babylon's motive for conquering Judah and other territories was simple. It was power. According to Daniel, they wanted to find young men that did not have any physical flaws, men who were good-looking, showed an extraordinary potential for quick learning and understanding. The Babylonians' intention for making these requests was to replace their captives' cultural identity with that of their own smoothly and hopefully. In their plight to quote-unquote assimilate Judah to the Babylonian culture, they changed their names. In this way, they thought Daniel and his friends would lose their identity and forget where they came from and who they were accountable to and obedient to. Daniel and his friends' loyalty to God were tested. King Nebuchadnezzar, the Babylonian king's guards, wanted them to eat royal food and drink wine from the king's table in preparation for being selected for service to the king. Daniel's refusal to eat the food from the king's table may have been because he did not trust food offered to idols or pagans. So Daniel and his friends took a 10-day challenge to only eat vegetables and drink water while the other men ate the royal food, whatever that was. At the end of 10 days, Daniel and his friends looked healthier than the young men who ate the royal food during the same period of time. Daniel and his friends were empowered by God with extraordinary learning and understanding. Daniel had the ability to understand dreams and visions and interpreted them for King Nebuchadnezzar. The events of eating healthy vegetables and drinking water was part of a competition to see who would be hired by King Nebuchadnezzar to provide services for him and his kingdom. The other part of the competition consisted of questions. The king would ask questions to help him make a final decision on whether he would want to hire Daniel and his friends or not. Remember, Daniel and his friends were from Judah, and Babylon was considered quote-unquote foreign to them. But King Nebuchadnezzar was impressed by their knowledge and competence more than the existing magicians and enchanters in his kingdom. One of the main things talked about in God's inspired word, next to the ancient biblical history, the mysterious non-biological conception of Jesus, his birth, life, crucifixion, resurrection, faith, and love, is relationships. Relationships, along with communication, can be complicated. Our different beliefs, customs, and traditions, experiences, education, and lack of patience and lack of understanding can sometimes make getting along challenging, as well as impact how we see life or what we accomplish. Our ego, integrity, motives, or intentions can sometimes, quote-unquote, muddy the waters in our relationships. Daniel's encounter with Babylon seems to have been positive. No moody moods or bad attitudes. Daniel and his friends' attitudes were humbling, not argumentative when dealing with King Nebuchadnezzar. Even though Daniel and his friends were believers in God and the Babylonians believed in pagans, they seemed to have gotten along. It's interesting that whatever the Babylonians threw at Daniel and his friends, they stayed true and faithful to their belief and devotion to